gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of the DnA podcast. I'm your host, Darius Dominguez.
I'm the co-host, Andrew Matos.
And Andrew, what do we have on this week's episode?
Oh man, we have a great season finale of Captain America and the Winter Soldier, and another good episode of the Mighty Ducks, and the trailer for Shang-Chi. Thank you.
I believe
thank you.
This is what it's called.
Yeah, and it's called the 10 Rings, Legendary Rings, I think
and the 10 Rings, yep.
Yeah, the 10 Rings. And some other good news and another positive news coming up that I'm going to mention
coming soon with Sony, but we'll definitely get into it. So let's dive right into it. We got a bunch of stuff we're going to talk about today, including new games. You know, PlayStation and Sony released something by accident, that might revolve around a streaming service, but we'll get into it. And Andrew, you like Venom, right?
Oh yeah, I love Venom.
There might be a Venom trailer coming next week.
Thank God, please.
But we'll talk about it.
Thank God.
Let's start with Captain America and the Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
Awesome season finale.
Absolutely.
Action right from the start.
Yeah, literally 2 minutes within started.
It was a really good season finale, and I hate to jump around, but the ending was just honestly one of the best things Marvel's done, dialogue wise, and it was so good, such a good ending, and sets up again movies that they're doing in the future so perfectly. But what did you think, right from the start?
Yeah, man, it's phenomenal. I like Sam, how he looked in this outfit, what the Wakandans give them.
Good.
It's so good.
That outfit is fantastic.
Yeah, it's perfect for him, And then I like how you use oh my God, what was this bird that he calls
his little drone. Red fin or something.
No, God, I can't remember. And then how he flies around. He uses his suit. He's more aerodynamic. He moves around a lot, and he knows how to throw the shield and how to use it now. It was a freaking phenomenal season finale, man.
And he the way he enters the episode, throwing the shield through the window and then smashing through and catching it, so good. It wrapped up the Flag Smasher story pretty well. They're a minor part. The show was more about building Sam and Bucky, right, for the future and stuff. So this enemy was kind of I would call it a minor thing. But it wrapped up that story pretty well, and they weren't afraid to die, whatever. And I don't know if you saw the mid-credit scene too. We got we got a couple new characters, and Sharon.
She's back in the U.S. now, and then she's the powerful broker, I think they called her.
The power broker, and
the power broker,
and now she's basically. It sounds like she's going to use her pardon and now the power she has back in the U.S. government to do bad shit. So that it sets up the next movie perfectly.
It's funny because your mother was the head of SHIELD back in the day, and then now you're on the bad, doing deals on the side. On
the side, yeah. Well, it doesn't matter who. Look at Kylo Ren. It doesn't matter who your parents are, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So,
that's true.
Yeah, it's an interesting story arc that will be brought into the new Captain America movie, because now there's rumors that there will be a Captain America 4.
Yeah.
Involving Sam and whatnot, and also White Wolf, who is Bucky Barnes through his Wakandan. He's I don't know that they gave him the name. I don't know the backstory from the comics, but.
They did give them the name.
They basically call him that, and they called him that in the show too. A lot of people weren't talking about that, but man, it's
it was good. It was really good. I liked it. Great, 6-parter. And then what I like two things. There's one that when Sam went to go visit Isaac Bradley, the old super soldier, and then he finally put him in the thingy and what you call it, the
museum.
Yeah, the museum of where Captain America was and everything. Yeah. And they say they'll finally remember you,
Yeah.
That's
as a hero.
That got me good,
awesome.
bro. That was good. I like that a lot. And I like now too, Captain Asshole, aka John Walker. He's a U.S. agent.
He's U.S. agent. Not only that, but he tried to help. He put his the super serum pumps him full of like rage and shit, and he actually tried to help stop that vehicle from falling. But that was a pretty cool arc, and he has that crap shield that got all beat up. And
but that's the thing now too, because now, like, remember back when I think it was like episode 4 when he took it, and then he like changed his personality, how he was and stuff. Yeah, now he's going to like to the good side, kind of again. You know what I mean?
I think he's more learning how to control.
Like
because they say the serum either it's one or the other. You're either really bad and it amplifies it, or you're really good and amplifies.
Yeah, like Harley, pretty much.
Exactly. So, so I think it looks like he's maybe gonna learn to balance those things. The only thing I knew from like when I saw him, like, don't tell me he's gonna be a U.S. agent, and he's like, and the woman's like, yeah, you're a U.S. agent. Yeah. I was like, oh shit, because the only way I know from the U.S. agent, like Captain America story, like whatever, not story, like character-wise. From a fighting game called Marvel vs. Capcom. Yeah, which is a classic game. Like
and then after you summon him to come like assist you, the U.S. agent, right?
Right.
So it was.
So I think he will have a big part now, like going forward in the next movie. He'll be like the assistant. Like he does have a big part here. Yeah. And I didn't mind him as Captain America.
No, I didn't mind him either.
Yeah, I liked to hate him as a character, but I didn't think he did a bad, like it was. I liked the story. That was actually really good. I'm not one of those people that hate on it for no reason, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I thought it was pretty good. But yeah, now Sam's got the shield and a kick-ass suit.
Dude, the way you used it in this episode, Jesus, he was badass, dude.
Yeah, it gave me like Endgame flashbacks.
Yeah, it literally Steve did. Rogers. Yeah, and then like the way when the thing was falling, I think it was a helicopter, and then he uses his wings with the shield to block. I was like, dude, that's badass.
It was badass. Yeah, that was really sick. Also, this for a TV show. I know Marvel's got money.
Oh yeah, Disney is killing with money right now.
Killing it for sure. I understand that. But for a television show, the CGI, especially in this last episode, was fantastic.
It was really freaking good, man.
Really good stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was blown away. I thought the show was really good. But I do want to talk about. So IGN gave it 5 out of 10 stars. And I think there's a problem here, and I will let you discuss it too, because I think you feel the same way, and I think we did it a little bit with WandaVision, but we should open our eyes a little bit more, like, and that's what I did with this show, and I enjoyed it, like I really enjoyed it. I think too many people, like IGN too, they said it was like too rushed. Like what are you talking about? Right?
Like, okay, I don't mind IGN too much.
I think they have some good stuff. Yeah.
They have some good stuff, but some of their their reviews of like other like topics and stuff, like games, movies, etc., whatever, shows, whatever.
Yeah.
I know sometimes I don't know. This is my personal opinion. You know what I mean?
I just wish they would give a
better example.
I didn't read I think they come up with a whole article on why they rated it what they did. I didn't read that all. All I know is that they said it was kind of rushed, this last episode, and that's why they gave it 5 out of 10. Like, I thought I wouldn't say it was a perfect television episode, but 5, I don't know.
Yeah, for me, I'll give at least probably like an 8.
I'll give it at least like 8.5, or something like
that. Yeah, it was really good. It was really good, yeah.
And the ending, again, like Marvel knows how to set up shit for you to want more, like to be like, oh shit, there's another movie coming, and the story is not ended yet. So, I don't understand that, and a lot of people saying it was rushed and it wasn't a satisfying ending. Like I thought it was actually a very satisfying ending.
Yeah, me too.
It wrapped up.
It wrapped up everything. Yeah, literally, I was just gonna say that.
Yeah, I like,
you know what I
mean? The rushing thing. There's a difference between starting with action and an episode being rushed. The episode started fast. There was a lot of action and whatever. But to say that the episode was rushed, I don't know about that. I wouldn't agree with that.
No, I wouldn't agree either.
And on top of it, there's other episodes in this season that were I thought pretty slow, but I didn't think they were bad, right? So
yeah.
I wouldn't
and I was gonna say too, like the character Zemo is most likely going to be in the movie.
100%. They showed him at the end in
In
Rikers.
the prison where Ant-Man was, like the rest in the Civil War.
Uh-huh.
It was Ant-Man, Hawkeye, Scarlet Witch, and Sam. They were in
And
that.
Sam, yeah.
The Rift. It's called the Rift.
Rift. No, isn't
Yeah.
it? What did I call it? Rikers?
What,
no, that's not the same. That's not the same
No,
thing.
no.
It's that jail in New
Yes,
York.
Rift. It's the Rift.
The Rift. That jail in New York in the water.
Oh,
that's what that is.
Yeah,
I think. I think
that's what they called it, the Rift, right?
Yeah.
So.
Also, not to bring rumors into it, but that's the rumored jail that all the Sinister Six are going to be put into in the Spider-Man movie. So
That's very interesting.
So, but I definitely agree with you. I think Zemo will have a big part again. He's not dead. They showed him at the end for a reason. He will be back in some role. And I actually really like Zemo. He's a piece of garbage. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, he is. But he's a good villain. He knows what he's doing.
Yes, I like villains like that are very psychological.
Intelligent. Yeah.
I like villains like that. They're he had a really good part in this show too, helping them out and stuff. I like it.
So Darius, for your rating for the show,
whole show.
Well, what would you give it?
There's a few episodes I thought, okay, I don't want to compare it to anything because I know I did the comparison last week where I said, what do you like better, WandaVision, this? I'm not going to compare it to anything. I went in with zero expectations, expecting nobody to show up, no crazy cameos, not expecting Steve Rogers to show up, blah, blah, blah. And I thought it was a very well done show that was entertaining and had a lot of action, and the CGI was really good and had a great, really great ending with Sam becoming...
I totally agree.
Captain America. Jeez, I couldn't even get that out. Captain America with the speech and everything, and it almost related to modern day problems in real life, like through that speech and whatnot, and the ending. So I will give the whole series an 8.5, which I think is pretty fair.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing.
About the same, yeah.
Yeah,
I wouldn't go
8.5.
too much higher because it did have moments where, again, it's not a perfect series, but I thought it was still very well done and entertaining. Like I enjoyed watching the show.
Totally agree with you 100%, man.
Yeah. There's shows like sometimes like and stuff I've watched, admittedly, for this podcast that was a chore to get through because I just watched it to watch it, not to enjoy it. This is not one of those things. This I watched and I really enjoyed. So, I don't know if you want to give some closing remarks too about it, but
no, whatever you said, it was spot on. I was going to say the same thing.
And I know we felt this. We talk like off the podcast all the time, and we always we're like, damn, this episode's really good. This one was so and whatever, like so. I know we feel sometimes on different shows not the same, but this one I think we had the same. Definitely
the same thing.
Thought process about it. Yeah, really good though. Love. I really enjoyed it, and now we're in
two thumbs up for me.
Yeah, and now we're a month and a month. Sorry, folks, I'm a little tired. We are now a month and a half away from the Loki era. So,
yes, thank you.
But I don't know. Besides Mighty Ducks, which we're gonna get to in a few minutes, I don't know what the hell we're gonna do for the next month and a half.
I know.
We'll probably do some movie reviews or something. I don't know. We got a couple we haven't watched yet, like Mortal Kombat just came out, whatever. But,
I haven't watched Mortal Kombat yet either. I haven't watched Godzilla.
Godzilla. We're gonna do so. We'll do some movie reviews coming up.
Finally, we haven't done
Loki.
movie reviews a long time.
And I really enjoyed our Marvel reviews we did like all through summer and fall last year. That was good.
Yeah, it was good.
So, next thing I'll bring up is the Shang-Chi trailer. So, so I knew this was coming. I love the main actor. He is, admittedly, I can't really pronounce his name, Simu Liu, I believe.
Okay.
He is actually, I don't know if for Canadians, he's in Kim's Convenience, one of the main characters. He's the older brother. So, and I love him in Kim's Convenience. Awesome.
Is he Canadian though?
I believe, I think he's Canadian.
Okay.
Well, he was born in China, but I believe he's a Canadian citizen.
Oh, Canadian citizen? Oh, okay.
So,
okay.
Yeah, he's a Canadian citizen born in China. I'm just reading his...
it's his thing right now,
IMDb or whatever. No, he's a Canadian actor. He, I think his first big break was Kim's Convenience. Awesome in Kim's Convenience. Totally deserves this. He's a great actor. I actually really like him as an actor. He's really good.
Wow.
So he gets this role. I was thinking it was going to be pretty. Like Marvel's putting out great stuff, but I don't know anything about this.
Marvel always does.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But the thing for me is I don't know anything about this, so I'm like, again, I'm not going to put any expectations, whatever. First glance, this trailer looks friggin' amazing.
Yeah, well, because I just saw it like literally like 2 minutes or maybe like 5 minutes before we did the podcast.
Yeah.
It looks fantastic. The fighting scenes and everything.
It looks really good.
It looks really good.
It almost gave me, I know they're not the same, but like trailer, I'll say style, gave me, like, it reminded me of Mortal Kombat. Like,
okay,
the style of the trailer.
Okay.
I know it's not that. Don't shit on me already. But no, it's going to be really good. And I'm telling you, this guy, this is going to be his first, like, major break. Like,
major break, like a big debut.
Yeah. He's already, you know, through Kim's Convenience and stuff, people love that show and it has a big audience. And he's doing some other stuff too, but this will be his major big break and he is going to be a star. I'm telling you, like, this guy's awesome.
No, it's like, what's his face? Like Arnold Schwarzenegger back in the day when he played Conan. He's like, who the hell's Conan the Barbarian? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And as soon as Terminator came out, the first one,
superstar. And he's
Superstar.
going. This is an original thing, right? Like there's never been a movie. This is not a reboot of something that he's taking over. Whatever. This is an original live action movie.
Yeah, live action. Yeah.
And it's gonna be. He's gonna kill it. I'm telling you. It's.
I know.
The trailer, it looks awesome.
For sure, he's gonna kill it. For sure.
And I'm so down for Marvel does great stuff. I'm so down for a brand new story. Like we get so many reboots and like. Like we just mentioned, Captain America 4, which will probably be very good, and I like that they're continuing the story. But this is a brand new thing. This is brand new to us, right? So very exciting for that.
I'm just waiting for like the first 3 Fantastic Four movies. Okay. Okay.
Isn't there 2? Oh, there is 3.
Yeah, there's 3. Yeah. The first 2. At this time, it was for me personally. It was decent. You know.
I like the first. No, the first one has Dr. Doom.
Yeah, both of them. But the second one has Silver Surfer, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is too, because the second one dropped right away and they introduced Galactus. Yeah. But it didn't show him. It just showed like a dark cloud. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then I was like, kind of everyone was pissed because Galactus is a world eater for heaven's sakes. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And then
powerful person.
Yeah, very, very powerful person, you know? And then like and the third one, I don't want to talk about the reboot. That one, it just
I still haven't watched it because of how bad people said it was.
Don't watch it. It was the worst like an hour or something in my entire life. It was a piece of crap. and then like the actors did a phenomenal job as their role, but it was just really bad.
I'll let you continue, but really quick, it reminds me of Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man. Andrew Garfield, awesome. The story sucked. Continue.
yeah, literally, yeah. And then now, like, I know for a fact 100% this reboot of the Fantastic Four they introduced, they're gonna kill it. They're gonna freaking kill it. Yep. They're gonna kill it. You know what I mean? Because now Marvel's listening to us. They know what we want.
Yes, it's not. Well, not only that. I like that Marvel sometimes goes off what they want to do, right? Like they have a very
they listen to us, dude.
But they know what like the fans absolutely would reject. Like don't do something stupid, right? Like they know they're good with their stories. Like fans are open to good storytelling, so don't like, force feed us some shit that sucks because it makes money. Right?
Exactly.
That's not what they've been doing. So it's all in all. And also they're redoing another Fantastic Four. They're rebooting it again, but this time in the MCU. So I have faith that this one will actually be.
Yeah, me too. I have faith as well. And then I was going to say quick, for Thor, Love and Thunder, Russell Crowe's going to be in it.
Yes, I did see that.
And he's going to play as Zeus.
It's going to be pretty cool.
So they're introducing Greek mythology in this, which I like.
I do really like as well, yeah.
You know what I mean? Because Thor and Odin are Viking, like, gods. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right? And then DC has the Greek mythology in it for, like, Wonder Woman, Zeus, and whatever. I can keep going. Yeah. And then... well,
not Wonder Woman in... Oh, you said DC, sorry.
Yeah, DC. Yeah. And then, like, in Marvel-wise, like, they're introducing Zeus in the Viking era. That's going to be very interesting. I cannot wait for that.
I really like that stuff. That's actually one of the things in DC that I like the most, actually.
Yeah, it's Greek mythology.
Yeah, I love it. I love
it.
It's
me too.
Yeah, so if they introduce that now here too, I'm all in. It's
Yeah.
actually one of the things. There's a few things in DC that I really like. That, the Greek mythology, and how dark the movies are. How different they are. I like that's.
I noticed now too in DC wise they introduced two gods so far, Ares and Poseidon.
Yeah,
that's it.
That's
so for
far.
now. Yeah. For now.
But we don't know what's going on with DC because they created their whole cinematic universe to go against Marvel. They screwed the whole thing up. Now they want to do like this other universe, but they're still making a Flash movie that's in the same universe, and they got a new Batman.
They're filming it right now, by the way,
which they're filming right now. Yeah, and Michael Keaton. We'll get into it.
Yeah.
But yeah, DC's just all over the place.
Literally. Yeah, they are.
Okay, we can actually no. I want to talk about Venom before we move on to anything else.
Oh, my boy.
I follow a bunch of accounts, okay, on Twitter for like news and stuff, just to get any leads, anything, that might leak or whatever. Even though I hate it, but I can't stay away from it. It's like an addiction.
No, I don't blame
you. Any news that comes, I just need it. It sounds like a Venom trailer, and don't quote me on this because it's not even my quote, might drop next week. So this time next week when we record the podcast, it sounds like we'll get a Venom trailer.
Please release it.
The reason why I think yes is because we are legitimately under 4 months away from release, which is crazy to not see a trailer yet.
Yeah, I know.
Not only that, this movie was done and scheduled to come out last October. There's a trailer done. I promise you, because this movie's been done. So
I think this trailer's gonna be like 3 minutes of and
it'll show us nothing.
I would guarantee 100% it's gonna show Carnage, hands down.
Yeah. Oh, he's in this movie for sure.
Yeah, he's in this movie. He's definitely gonna show him off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No.
They're probably gonna, because he has a laugh, like hee hee, like that. They're definitely gonna have a laugh at him doing that.
I think so too. Yeah.
And they're gonna collide. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's gonna happen because that's see now. I'll save it for another time. For the
no, it's like about it. We're into it.
It's just trailers now these days. They show 70% of the movie, man.
I think it's actually the opposite. Well, okay.
Some movies.
You're right.
Some movies. Some movies.
Certain companies do that. I find if it's an MCU movie, like a Marvel movie, they'll show you nothing. Like if you go back and watch Spider-Man Far From Home's trailer, they don't give you shit about what the movie's actually about. You have no idea what the movie's actually about.
That's true.
And then when you actually watch the movie, you're like, wow, the trailer told me nothing. But if you look at, there's some other trailers, I can't think of off the top of my head, but if you watch them, it tells you everything. It tells you the whole movie in it. If you go back and watch Star Wars trailers, they tell you the whole thing. So it's interesting like that. I do feel you on that. I just hope they don't show too much. I want to see.
Thank you.
Yeah. I want to see Venom. And I want to kind of know what the story's about, and I want to see Carnage, but don't give me too much,
Yeah, just show the character. Oh my god, something. Oh my god, thank you, Cletus Cassidy.
Yeah,
and then just show him talking, to Eddie Brock.
Eddie Brock, yeah,
and just talking normally. Don't show. If you don't show Carnage, most likely they will. If they don't show Carnage, how he really looks like, then people will get more excited, when they watch the movie, how he looks and everything. You know what I mean?
I like trailers, like I said, Marvel does it right. It gets you hyped up. You know who's going to be in the movie. You don't really know the story. Then you go watch the movie and you're pleasantly surprised because the trailer didn't tell you shit.
Yeah.
So I do agree with that, 100%.
There's another thing, too, I was going to say.
Yep.
Back then when Infinity War came out, awesome movie. I love that one.
Awesome.
When showed the part when they were in Wakanda and they were running on the grass. I don't know if you noticed, I had Black Widow, the girl that was with what's his face, Black Panther's character,
his sister.
No, it was that
T'Challa?
one with T'Challa, but with
him.
With him, with the girl with the spear, with the shaved head.
Yeah, she was in Falcon Winter Soldier as well.
Yeah, that one, but the other one.
I forget.
The girl from the girl from The Walking Dead.
Walking Dead,
yeah. And then it was them running, and then I don't know if you noticed when it showed Hulk in the background running with them.
Yeah.
Hulk, it wasn't in the movie. It tilted in the beginning. That's it.
That's right. And
you know,
in that trailer,
it showed the Hulk.
Yes, in that trailer as well. At the end, you see the Civil War, right?
No, I think it was Civil War. Yeah.
You see them running at each other in the airport, like the two groups.
Yeah.
Spider-Man's not there, but in the movie, he's there.
Yeah, in the movie he's there because they just added him like quick second.
After, yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, so. You know what I mean. Yeah, you know what I mean. Like, I noticed that too, and then it was Bruce running with the Iron Man
suit.
The suit, the Hulkbuster.
The Hulkbuster, yeah. Thank you.
It's like
I forgot the name of that.
Yeah, it's like stuff like that. Like, it gives you like they show like they give you hyped up a little bit, like, oh wow, and they watch the movie. That is still amazing, by the way.
Still amazing, yeah.
You know what I mean?
You just gotta get. I do agree with you on trailers like that. You gotta get hyped up a little bit.
Yeah,
but don't show too much.
Exactly.
So we'll hit some DC news real quick, and then we will move along to Mighty Ducks.
I was gonna say
that's next on our list. So the real only DC news we have is Michael Keaton is actually in London.
Yeah. I'm not gonna go film the movie because of what's going on. I knew he was full of shit.
We talked about it last week. We're like, no, he's probably gonna go.
No, he is
in the movie.
Yeah, he is.
He is in the movie. Which is awesome. The movie will be very complete now. It would have been a shame to, have the original, vision for this movie be ruined.
Yeah.
So due to like complications and whatever. So it's awesome that he's in it, and it's gonna be a kick-ass movie. It's gonna be sick.
I wonder how they're gonna do it because Aquaman has a weapon that destroys the Earth, like completely. And the animated movie, by the way, that I mentioned before on the podcast. But like, we'll see how it goes. We don't know yet. They're still filming it,
right?
So
we will see. But also, people that I've been seeing on Twitter a lot too, and everywhere, a lot of people don't like Ezra Miller as the Flash.
I like him as the Flash.
I like him as the Flash. I think he's fine. Just because you'd rather the guy from the show.
His name is Greg Gustin.
Greg Gustin. Yeah. Just because you'd rather him and he's not the same guy as the show, it doesn't mean he's doing a bad job. I think he's doing a good job.
No. See, that's the thing too, because they offer Greg Gustin to do in the movies. But he's like, no, I just want to do the show.
The show, yeah. Which if I was him, because I shooting a show is a longer process, but shooting a movie is like a whole commitment. You can't do anything else when you're shooting a movie for like 4 months or whatever.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
If I was him, he's got a good thing going. He's probably making decent money, and he's the star of his own Flash show. So why would you?
Why not? You know what I mean? Yeah.
And if you wanted to leave or take on another show or something, you can do that. When you're doing a movie for 4 or 5 months or whatever, how long you're filming, half a year. You're on set doing that movie. So it's something to think about for sure.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Mighty Ducks.
Good episode.
It was a good episode. Yeah, it was.
Good. It was a good episode.
I didn't think it was like a lot of character development.
Yeah.
A lot of character development.
Yeah.
It wasn't too flashy of an episode. A lot of guys getting their or characters getting their
spotlight.
Their spotlight, yeah. They had him before. We saw the goalie last week get his kind of spotlight, and things are turning around for him. I still think he's going to be a kick-ass goalie by the end of this thing.
Yeah, for sure. Like he said, he's standing still, but like for sure, Gordon Bombay is going to like teach him how to be a better goalie. So. Yeah,
I like the fact that Evan's dad showed up.
That was good.
And showed that he needed a little push, a little motivation.
Yeah, then he had he said I had a gig and it's like this guy's kidnapping me to taking me to the airport. It's like, no, you get your ass to the game and you're gonna watch your son play.
Which, by the way, I saw people were like, "Oh, he kidnapped him and the guy wanted to go to the gig and whatever." No, there's moments in life that you just gotta be there. So
for your son, for your kids in general.
You go to that game, you watch your son play.
For your kids in general, you know what I mean?
Exactly. You go to that game and you watch your son play, dude.
Exactly. And that's what Bombay did, because he told him the speech of Vince's dad, right?
Exactly. And the dad went, and Evan had that fire in him after. His dad said he's got to play well. He ends up scoring 5 goals. They won their first game.
Yeah, they won the first game. Yeah.
That's good character development. It shows that Evan has that ability. I really like what they did with this episode, to be honest.
Yeah, me too. Me too. And now the Mighty Ducks want him back.
Want him back? Yeah, at the end of the episode, right?
No.
I tell them where to go. I'll see you
guys
in the finals.
Yeah,
don't bother.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like, I can't wait for them to face off again. Like, it's gonna be good. I like the character. I forget their character names. I'm so bad with character names. The two girls on the team that were fighting.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
and they ended up coming together at the end. That was really good.
Yeah, I like that too. I like that too.
They they have their own cliques, but then at the end they wear each other's clothes.
Yeah, they were doing like the TikTok thing.
Yeah. I thought that was like good bonding and good development. And they're D partners on the ice, so it's like it's really good to show what they're going through outside, because then like later on in the series, they'll show that they're real tight, right? Like they're friends or whatever on the ice. So I really like what they did there.
And I like too the other guy did the show with he was an announcer with talking on the ice before. Now he plays Evan's buddy. Oh my god.
Oh, I was about to bring him up too. I forget his name. I love him, man.
Yeah, me too, bro. Like he
Probably
did amazing.
One of the best characters.
Yeah, he did like an awesome speech. You know what I mean? He's like, let him win for his dad. You know, like, we need to win this game. And it's like, push aside whatever you have in emotion, just push it aside. Let's concentrate and win this.
Yes.
And even the mom's like, that was a good speech. Say thanks.
Yeah. And that's what he's there for. I like that kid a lot. Like,
yeah, me too.
Really good character.
Me too.
The other thing too in this episode is, Bombay went out of his way to take Evan to something he really cared about, his dad's concert. And then ended up forcing the dad to come back, watch the game, because he knew it meant a lot to Evan. So now Alex is in love with Coach Bombay.
Yeah, of course.
For sure.
I even said that when the beginning of the season started.
Yeah. You kind of knew it was going to happen, but now you see that Bombay actually does care. And it looks like she cares for him now too. So
and I like now too when Bombay said, "I'm going to take." He was going to take Alex to the Minnesota game, and then she goes no, and he goes like, you know what? Do you mind if I take Evan? Yeah. It's like okay, go for it. Take him. Have a good time.
See, it's really good. I like what they're doing with the show, man.
Me too. I totally agree. It's such a phenomenal show.
Every week, I wouldn't say any of the episodes are perfect. I'm not going to give them 10 out of 10s or whatever, but this show has actually surpassed my expectations for what I thought it would be.
I totally agree with you, man.
It's a lot better than I thought this was. I thought it was going to be a cheap remake
of the originals, reboot, like movies, of the movies,
a lot of what they do now, but you know what? This is really good. It might not be a lot of people's cup of tea, like they might not like it, but I think it's really good if you just go.
You know, this reminds me of right now, Cobra Kai.
Yes, look what you're so right. Look what they did with Cobra Kai. They could have made it a cheap remake reboot thing, and now it's a huge phenomenon, and everyone loves it. And it's so original and great, right? They're doing you're so right about that. They're doing the exact same thing with this. It's such an original story.
That's all you need. Good writers.
Yep.
That's it.
Good writers and no politics and good storytelling.
Exactly. Yep.
I do. The one thing with Cobra Kai in this show that I will say, and I know it's because I'm older and I don't have kids, is it has a very, very Disney feel. Like very sometimes you know what's going to happen. Like for sure. Like I knew they were going to win that game. You know what I mean? Like I knew they were going to come back and win that game because it's Disney. So I kind of hate that sometimes because I watch other shows and I have no idea what's going to happen, right? Like Stranger Things. You watch Stranger Things, you have no idea what's going to happen. So so this is just sometimes too Disney for me. I guess I'm just because I'm a little older.
It's more like for the kids, pretty much, this show. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it doesn't mean I don't enjoy it still. I'm just saying.
No, absolutely, because we both love hockey, you know?
Exactly. So, and it's just a good show overall, even if I didn't like hockey.
See, look, I love hockey. I got the Toronto Stanley Cup.
Exactly. And I think last week you were wearing the Leaf thing, too.
Yeah.
Exactly. You know? So, also, friendly reminder to check us out on YouTube, video podcast. But yeah, the show has surpassed my expectations for sure.
Me too.
Really good stuff. All right, okay, I will bring up something very interesting first, and then since we're on Sony, you have something to say too. So I'll bring this up. Sony accidentally posted on I guess it was the PlayStation site in Poland, that a new PS Plus video pass is coming. So what this is, or what people think this is essentially a new streaming. Okay, so we talked about it a few weeks ago. Sony took down the ability to buy movies and shit and shows.
Yeah,
they did. PlayStation Store. Anything you have from before you keep, which is obvious because you bought it and it's yours and you should. But going forward, you can't buy anything else. They took that away. And a lot of people, including us, we were kind of puzzled. And I think you even said on our podcast, something must be coming, like a streaming service, because this doesn't make sense. But accidentally leaked here on the Polish PlayStation site was, it's called PS Plus Video Pass, which essentially will be a free streaming service that you get with PlayStation Plus. Now, everyone...
That's smart. That's really smart.
Now, everyone has PlayStation Plus. So
everybody does.
You're paying for it. I'm doing air quotations. You're paying for it, but everyone has PlayStation Plus, so you'll get it for free, basically. But yeah, it sounds like they... Obviously, it was just a leak, so, it doesn't show everything they're going to have. But it does sound like they'll have a lot of stuff, like over 20 different TV shows. There was rumors that Venom, Zombieland, the new one, Bloodshot would all be on.
Nice.
That were advertised on the flyer that was leaked. So those are just a few, but obviously they'll have hundreds, right? Because it'll be a streaming service.
That's smart on their end.
It's super smart, because if you think about it, if I'm paying PlayStation Plus to play my video games anyway, and I get a streaming service with it, Netflix is not looking so appetizing anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I know.
If I get a little 2-in-1 action, you know what I'm saying?
I know. And now Microsoft's not doing it because you just have Game Pass in general. It's like Netflix for games, right?
Yes. Yeah, that's
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then now Sony doing this, very smart on you. Very smart.
Yeah.
Very smart.
They took something away that people like, but now this is so much better. Unless there's a catch, this sounds very nice. This is.
I don't think so, because if you have PlayStation Plus, like it's just like a subscription, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You pay us here is $80
a year.
No,
yeah. 70 or something.
Sorry. Yeah, $70 a year, and then and like it's brilliant. Like they should do this. You know what I mean?
I agree. Yeah.
Right?
It's literally, I don't think you can lose if you have a lot of the same movies and shows that Netflix has, because obviously you won't have the Netflix originals that a lot of people like, but if you have a lot of the same documentaries, movies, TV shows, rights to TV shows that Netflix maybe doesn't have, start making your own originals. For a lot of people that have PlayStation, you will be the preferred option, because if I'm paying for my PlayStation Plus anyway to play video games personally, right, myself, and I get a free streaming service with it, why am I going to pay whatever for Netflix as well when I can just watch this? Right?
Exactly.
I get it for free anyway.
Yeah.
It's very smart. This is very smart.
It is.
And
I totally agree.
I'm down with it, because
Netflix
is getting expensive.
Yeah, it is. It really is, man.
So,
it really is.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a leak, right? It could come out and it could be real garbage movies. And really garbage.
Yeah, but we'll see what happens though at the end of the day, right?
We'll see what happens, but it's interesting. What was the thing you wanted to bring up about Sony yourself? Some good news.
Oh, I'm so happy they're not doing this anymore.
Go ahead.
They're not closing the server. They're not closing the store for both PS3 and Vita.
And we're the reason why.
Thank you. Because if you did, you literally throw in video game like history, nostalgia
out the window.
Literally out the window, like
right
literally.
Yeah,
right there.
Right there.
Just gone. See you later. No, like you keep it. That's why people are pissed, because if you can't go anywhere, you don't want to pay. Let's say, for example, Metal Gear Solid physically. You don't want to pay like $60 to $70. You literally just pay it online for $6. $6.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like you throw all that away, and then people buy this stuff like products on your store because it's cheaper and it's better. No one wants to buy games for like hundreds of dollars, you know?
No, and for the original consoles, no. Everyone wants to have, the way the world is going, quite frankly, is everyone wants to have one console and play whatever the hell they want to on that console.
Yeah.
And that might not be the case for myself or you. You know, you might like to have your classic consoles still, and anyone who's watching this might want to still have their classic consoles.
I still play with my classic consoles.
And they might want to have the original games with it. But generally speaking, the way the world's going, everyone wants to have their one console and play all their games on the one console.
Yeah, man. Like, do it like that.
And it makes sense, too.
Yeah, and there was a rumor back then, too, that Sony... Sorry, I had an itch. Sony had a a thing going on before it got hacked in 2011.
Yep.
That they're going to release have like trophies for support for the PS1 games.
Yes.
Right. So I don't know if they're going to that route that way. I hope they do, because if they re-release like PS1 games on your PS5 or slash PS4,
yeah.
if you do that, I will so play the shit out of those classic games.
Buy them, yeah.
Like even buy them too.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. And PlayStation 4 and 5 share the same, to my knowledge, share the same store, so you can buy old games. It's the same thing. It's cross-platform, whatever. Yeah, it would just be a smart idea.
Yeah, it would. Yep. Because I would like. I was like, oh, Metal Gear. Like I said earlier, Metal Gear has trophy support. The original, by Resident Evil 2, the classic version. I know the remastered before. The original has trophies. Buy.
Yep.
Resident Evil 3. Buy.
Boom.
You know what I mean? Boom.
It's in my library. It's in my library. Yeah.
It's in my library.
Yeah.
It's just like all these PS1 classics they release on the thing on the store. Just re-release it on the PS5 and thing, and people will buy it. People will buy it.
I agree.
You know?
I agree.
You know?
It's funny you bring up that PlayStation hack from 2011.
Yeah.
My friend the other day, we were talking about it, and he told me that it was a month and a half long. And I thought it was a year.
Yeah, it was a month and a half. Yeah.
It was a month and a half. I legitimately thought, I was arguing with him about it until he sent me a Google link to how long it actually was, and it was a month and a half.
It was a month and a half.
I thought it was legitimately 6 months. Like that's how it felt in my head. Like
it was a month and a half.
I am telling you, I was in grade 7 at the time. It was summer, so I'm not sure what year I was going. I think I was going into grade 8 or something. And that I was like, I gotta go outside. What? Why?
Yeah, I have to go,
I'm like, I'm not gonna play single player.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah.
I was like, I want to play online. I tried to log in every day that summer. Every day. I knew it was down, but I still logged in every day.
Yeah, it didn't work.
And then the one day I tried, and they asked you for confirmation. I still remember the screen popped up. They asked you for confirmation if you want to change your username.
Password. Yeah,
password. And I was like, this is new. And then I was like, no, I want to keep it the same. And then it logged me in, and I was like, oh my God, it's back.
I changed mine. When that happened, I changed mine.
I do remember that, yeah. I didn't.
I changed mine.
I had a stupid username at the time. It was like, I thought I was putting in my email. You remember that. It was like Leafs Rock 224 or something.
Yeah,
I was putting in my email.
I still have my original PS3 back in the day, man.
Yeah, me too. Yep.
Yeah, just simple. My last name. _69.
And that's it.
That's it.
See, of course.
Yeah. So what you mean? It's my favorite number. Wait,
there you go. Yeah, exactly. Right. It was but yeah, that I thought that hack was like 6 months. That's the way it felt in my head.
Yeah, I know. It was long,
and I like a long time.
And I like that too. Now they give you like free games.
That all started with that.
Yeah,
that all started with that actually.
Yeah, and it's like an apology. Like, we're sorry. Here's free games. Take it.
Here's the thing, okay? The thing that I thought was really funny with that, I didn't have any information on my PlayStation, so the hackers couldn't take anything from me, right? Because if I bought stuff back in the day, it was PlayStation cards. I would never put my credit card.
Literally, I just, like, now to this day, I know people use their credit cards to buy stuff online, whatever.
Yeah.
For Sony wise, I always get those cards.
Security reasons.
Yeah, security reasons. Exactly.
The thing I found funny, though, was a lot of people did have their shit hacked. And hackers took their credit cards and information. And Sony responded with, "Here's Infamous and Little Big Planet 2. Have fun."
Yeah, Little Big Planet. Yeah,
we know you lost thousands of dollars on your credit card, but here's Little Big Planet.
And there's like literally like 3-4 games for PS3 and like 2 PSP games. There, take it.
Oh, take it all. Yeah, there you go, guys. You're welcome. Somebody bought a bunch of shit from IKEA with your credit card, but. Enjoy Little Big Planet too.
Big screen TV, awesome.
Awesome, yeah. Like, oh my God, but it felt like 6 months in my head. That was terrible. So I want to bring up a new game to tease what's coming in the episode before we wrap up.
That I showed you on the messenger.
Yes. But the tease, we're gonna bring up a new game that actually looks really freaking cool.
Yeah.
As well as our top 10 consoles of all time. So not video games, but consoles. And then after that, we're going to have our favorite segment, which is Darius' difficulties and answers. Annoyances, and we'll wrap up the episode. So let's get into it.
Yeah.
There is a new game that you showed me yesterday. I've never heard of it, and it's called Chernobylite. Chernobylite?
Yeah, Chernobylite, yeah.
Chernobylite. It's coming out this year.
Yep.
It looks... I'm not sure if it's a... What's the word? Co-op game?
It is. It is.
Yeah.
It is co-op. It is co-op.
I think online co-op. Obviously, you can play it single player if you want.
Yep.
It looks really cool.
I know.
Basically, you are somebody who formerly worked at the Chernobyl, obviously, because of the
the Chernobyl thing,
plant, suffering the loss of their loved ones. Jeez, and you return to the disaster zone to look for
survivors
survivors and stuff. And
I was gonna say, go ahead.
No. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, this is literally right now. This game is literally Fallout in Russia.
Yes, but it looks cool.
It looks really cool. Yeah, I cannot wait, man.
Yeah, you sent me the trailer, and I was like, wow, this looks like something I actually really want to play.
Yeah, me too. Like, I actually want to buy.
And you know me with RPG games. I don't really like them that much, but this trailer, actually, I was like, damn, this looks pretty good.
I know. There's some games out there with RPGs like that, like first-person shooters, stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's like, Borderlands and Fallout. Flight.
Exactly.
You know? I'm still going to buy the freaking thing. I'm still going to buy it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
It looks, it looks good.
But yeah, this game looks really good. Like, it's not that I hate RPG games, like Fallout and stuff. It's just I don't like to commit the time to it. But this looks like I would commit some time to this in co-op. Yeah. This looks really good.
See, for me, like, playing Fallout, those type of games that Bethesda release.
Yeah.
Which code I say? Bethesda. And then, like...
Original Bethesda.
Yeah, original Bethesda. And then, like, the reason why I like Fallout, because it's a game, or like Elder Scrolls series, whatever. It's a game that you play for like half an hour. If you're busy,
sure.
You shut it off. You shut it off, you do your thing. There's other days that is really slow, you have nothing to do. You play for hours.
Yeah.
That game will last you months, years.
It will, yeah.
It will. And this game is gonna...
It could do the same thing.
It do the same thing, yeah.
It has potential. I'm telling you, it looks good. It looks good, but worth mentioning for sure. It comes out.
I think it's like June. I think it showed.
It doesn't actually have a release day. 2021. So
tomorrow. It's just said 2021.
Yeah.
I thought it was June. I swear I saw June. Okay, never mind.
I think it actually comes out PS4 and.
It does. It's PS4 and I think Xbox One. Series X.
It says 2019, but I think it's re-releasing.
Oh, so maybe they came out on it. Oh, okay, so maybe they came out on PC first.
I think it's a PC game that is now being re-released this year on the PlayStation 5.
They do that a lot. I noticed they do that a lot now too.
I find that they actually, with some games, they throw it out on PC only first.
And then they release on consoles.
Yeah, to see how it does.
Yeah.
And a lot of games actually, like Minecraft, everything, like The
Forest,
was a PC game first after years, and they finally brought it over. Which, by the way, when is The Son of the Forest coming out?
Yeah, what the hell, man?
What is going on here? I'm pissed. I heard it was 2 years ago. When we were playing The Forest, they said it was coming out soon. Last year, they said it was coming out.
Yeah.
It's 2021.
Yeah.
I am wondering...
This is bullshit.
Where this game is.
Yeah, man. Like, they showed the trailer, like, phenomenal.
You got a trailer, so it must be close to that.
Yeah, like, release a freaking son of a bitch. I'm sorry, excuse my French, but, like, release it, man.
I don't think that was French.
Well, okay, F you. But, you know.
Okay, much better. Much better.
It's just like, release it, man. Just, like...
Yeah.
Oh my god! I know it takes time to develop and everything of what's going on right now, you know.
Yeah, I understand, but
you need to release it. You need to release it. There's another game too. I'm excited for that one to get. It's called The Vice 2. It's the guys who did Left 4 Dead. Yeah, it's called Back 4 Blood. I mentioned this before. It looks interesting. I saw some gameplay footage of it. It looks good, but I'm gonna wait. Wait a little bit until reviews come out, see how it is, whatever.
Right.
And then most likely, if it does well, if it's good, I'll buy it.
Then you buy it. Yeah. Why
not?
Yeah. Exactly.
That's all.
From Google, First of all, the original Forest game has a 4.7 out of 5
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's a phenomenal game.
It's a really good game. And honestly, like, I wish we were doing the podcast while we were playing that game. Like, that is one of the best co-op experiences, like multiplayer online games I've ever had. Like, that game was awesome. It was awesome.
Yeah. It legit was a really good freaking game, man.
Yeah, like, I wish we could go, like, we were doing this podcast and, like, we streamed the game, like, when we were playing. Like,
yeah,
it was just so much fun.
It was so good. It was so good.
But according to Google, it is coming out this year at some point. But the fact that it doesn't have a release date tells me it'll probably be fall or winter.
Yeah, probably most likely holiday season for sure.
Yeah. The last update was in December of last year, so that sucks.
Oh, okay.
But I think it's time now we move along to our top 10 game consoles. So
I was gonna mention something too after.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, I'll do like a mini review. So last night, or this movie released on Netflix. It was a Netflix original movie. Mm-hmm. And I watched it last night for the first time. And it's called Love and Monsters. And it's actually really freaking good.
Yeah.
I actually enjoyed it. I like it a lot. It's to the quick story short, to sum it up, it's this group of survivors. They have their own colony. They live underground. So what happened was that a meteor was going to hit Earth, and then us humans have the rockets and we destroyed it. Right. It even shows in the beginning, like how the guy explained it, right? And then what happened was that the meteorite hit, so it was hitting like insects and like toads and whatever, like bugs.
Bugs. Yeah.
And so, like, say you see a cockroach, okay? It's that small, disgusting, filthy things.
Yep.
When the meteorite hits it and mutates, it becomes like 10 feet, maybe 20 feet.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
So that's what this is.
Yeah, this is what it is. So it's an apocalypse movie with bugs.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
It's new?
Yeah, it just literally came out like 2 weeks ago.
Wow. What's it called?
Yeah, Love and Monsters.
That is funny. I'm going to check that out now.
Because I watched it. I was like, shit. I was like, this looks interesting. And I was like, okay, I'll give it a shot. And I watched it. I'm like, damn, it's actually really cool. It's actually a good show.
Good show, yeah.
I mean, not movie, Jesus Christ.
And
talking about, yeah. And like, it's phenomenal, man. Like, I enjoyed it. It was good characters. And it's a cliche. This guy wants to go from point A to point B to meet a girl that he knew from like way back before it happened. And he even explained it too, you know what I mean? And then like, you see a giant snail, like there's a rock, there's a rock moving, because you know how snails take like cover with shells and stuff. Yeah. But no, it was taking over a rock and it's like looking at you, it's like rolling, like rolling at you, and just like kept going to do his thing, right? And then
I gotta check this out.
Yeah, man, it was, and the guy meets a dog named Boy in the show, and in the movie, yeah. And then and then there was one that had oh my god, there was an earwig.
Yes,
it was humongous. It was like going around trapped in the dog and like this thing. It was a good movie, man.
It came out in 2020, so a few months ago.
It?
Yeah, a few months ago.
I thought it came out this year.
I'm just googling it now for facts and stuff, but
okay.
and to look at photos and stuff. But this looks freaking weird, man.
Yeah, I guess that I got my story.
Well, it came out a few months ago. It's new. It's new still. But Netflix original. Wow, this looks.
Yeah,
check this out.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good. I think you enjoy it too. And then the guy has a robotic person, like a C-3PO, but it's called Navis.
Yeah.
Right, and then it talks to you and whatever, and then he actually found like an operator one, like he was actually talking to it. It's like, and the robot's like, okay, it had a female voice. It's like, what's your full name and where you like place where you're born or where you lived, and then you get the name and the place, and it showed like the parents, like everything is shown on the screen right here, right? Because it has like 2 eyes and whatever, and then after it was just like. It's like it shows the screen like a slideshow of the parents, because he lost his parents of what happened. This thing, right?
The thing, whatever
the
events.
Events. Yeah. It's a really good movie, man. I actually enjoyed it. It was actually really good.
I will have to check that out for sure.
Yeah, I'm not gonna like spoil the ending a little bit, but the ending when you see it, it was so like. It was like,
satisfying.
It was satisfying, and they deserved it. That's what I would say.
Nice, awesome.
Yeah.
I'm 100% gonna check out that movie.
Yeah,
it actually looks good when
it's really good. It's really good.
I think it's time for a top 10 consoles now.
Yes, sir. Let's talk about these amazing machines that we played.
Amazing machines. No, that's a Transformers TV series. All right, I got my list. I can go first if you would like. Or
yeah. Go for it. Yeah.
This is in order. Usually my games are not in order, but this is in order.
Ooh.
Are you ready to rumble?
Absolutely.
Right. Starting. Okay, hold on. Starting with number 10. We're gonna go with the GameCube.
You know what? I was gonna put that son of a bitch in it too. Wow. That's a good console. That's a good console. Yeah, it was good. I was gonna put that one in. You know what? I have one here. I'm gonna remove it.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit younger too, so let's keep in mind that my consoles in the order of them will be. We will have different answers. Like, there's no doubt in my mind.
It's such a good gaming console, man.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it really is. It really is.
My next one would be the Nintendo Wii.
Okay.
Revolutionary console.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And it was fun. A lot of things that try new things. A lot of like companies and products that try new things usually flop. This was not a flop. This was revolutionary.
What it is was that Nintendo went for a gimmick and they killed it.
They killed it. They killed it. They went headfirst into it. Like, they did not think that for 1 second it was not going to work. They freaking
They made your grandparents play bowling, for heaven's sake.
Without actually having to bowl.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Tennis. It was,
yeah, tennis too. Yeah,
it's good stuff. And they had Wii Fit. Like,
the Wii Fit. Yeah.
It was for the time. It was really good stuff.
They did good. They did good with that one. That was a good one. And I have two of them as well, to let you know that.
All right. Nintendo DS would be number 8.
Okay.
What is there to say? It was another revolutionary thing, stylus and whatnot. But a lot of good games. I have good memories playing it, so that would be my number 8. Number 7, NES.
Okay.
A lot of good times playing it, like with you, and it's just it has classic games. My dad had one.
I still have mine. I still have mine to this day.
See, we don't have ours. Ours broke, but sad story. That's a very tearjerker. But lots of fun games on it. The next one would be N64. We also had one of those.
Okay.
Really good time.
No, it was a
solid console, I think.
Yeah, it was good.
And nostalgia-wise, I think that's why I put it over the NES, just for the nostalgia feeling and like actually playing it. So, yeah, I mean, what is there to say? Like, so many good games. And what was the one game I used to play? Simpsons Hit and Run. Was that on the N64?
No, that was
NES.
No, the Simpsons Hit and Run was on the GameCube and stuff.
GameCube?
Modern. Yeah.
You know what? That's Hit and Run. I'm thinking it's a different game. I'll try and Google it after my list. Simpsons, though. Simpsons. Not Hit and Run. Hit and Run was a newer game.
Yeah.
There was a different one. It was Bart. Someone with Bart.
Anyway. Okay.
Anyway, next console will be the Sega Genesis.
Okay.
Again, revolutionary. A lot of the games that were on other consoles were also on Sega, but they were a little bit better on Sega, and I don't think I'm wrong in saying that.
At some part, yeah.
Some games.
Yeah, like NHL 94.
94, for example, yes. One of my favorite games, and it was better on the Sega, and I don't care what anyone says. So.
Yeah.
And the music was better. Like, I think it was like 16-bit, or maybe I'm wrong. But anyway. The next console will be the SNES. Super Nintendo.
Oh, so Super Nintendo, yes.
Okay. Again, fond memories. I mean, we played it not that long ago, before the pandemic days. And it's just fun. Like, it's just a fun, like, grassroots. The SNES is just fun to play. You know what I mean? Like, video games are supposed to be fun.
That's the thing, because when I go to my list now too, when I was younger, I skipped that generation, those two ones, the Sega Genesis and the Super NES.
You skipped it?
I did, because at the time I was a kid, I went out to go for bike rides and do whatever. I never had that console. I always go to like like our cousin's house or go to like buddy's house and they have it and I play
Play it
over
there,
there.
but you didn't own it.
I never had it until like now
days.
or like with the Super NES Classic Edition that
Right.
came out with Nintendo, which I mod, and then yeah, just like you have every single game on the freaking thing.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Yeah. So
like
what's
on
the
the
point?
thing.
What do you need?
Yeah, what you need.
It's crazy.
You know?
Yeah. All right. Number 3 for me would be the PS3.
Okay.
It's just a good console.
It is. It's a phenomenal console.
Something about the PS3. I don't know. It's something about it. Like, and it had good games, and I had a good time playing it. Like, it's consoles for me are like, do they have good games and stuff? Yeah, sure. But like, did you have a good time playing it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, PS3, I just had a good time playing it. My number 2 would be Game Boy Advance.
That's a very good handheld console.
Kept me really busy on car rides, trips. Even played it at home. You know, you didn't just have to play it when you're out and about in the car or whatever. You know, going to hockey games and stuff kept me busy. And honestly, had some of my favorite games to this day, like Dragon Ball Supersonic Warriors. Like honestly, to this day, one of my favorite. Like,
I love that game. You know what also is good on the GBA that you just mentioned? This cute little pea bastard right
Kirby,
here.
yes. Which was littered. Your Game Boy top 10 games was littered with Kirby.
Yeah, literally Kirby right here.
That's awesome. That's a great shirt.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, no problem, man. And my number 1 console, PlayStation 2.
Oh, okay.
PlayStation 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was good.
It is the first console I personally
so
owned.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have, if they kept track of hours played back then, it would be a world record.
Yeah.
Like you know how PlayStation 5 you can track how long you've played each game. If they had that back for PlayStation 2, my NHL 06 would crash. It wouldn't work anymore because I played it so much. But so many fun games, like newer games too, like Thrillville and like Transformers the game when the movie came out. Not a really good game, but just I had fun smashing shit.
And there was another one, Transformers, called Armada. Just Transformers in general.
Yeah, but it was like the cartoon. It wasn't the movie.
It was the cartoon one.
Yeah, that was a good one too. And
that was a good one.
Yeah, I can't even I played a lot of sports games, which on the PlayStation 2 era were awesome. So not like now, but
yeah, I know.
But yeah, so many PlayStation 2, Gran Turismo, like. Great stuff. I love that. Love that console. Love that, and I love the startup. It's a little bit scary. But
it is.
And you get your ass beat if you turn it on in the middle of the night. But no, it's good. That is my top 10 list.
That's a good list, man. That was a good list.
So Andrew, what is your top 10? I'm sure we'll have some of the same.
Yeah,
probably not in the same order.
Mine's a little bit like different from yours, but somewhat similar. So
your number 1 will be Atari. I know.
Yeah, I'm old, but I'm about that old. Alright.
All right, go ahead.
All right.
No, it's Pong. It's Pong. Sorry.
Yeah, it's Pong. Yeah, he's ET on the Atari.
Isn't that the worst game of all time?
Yeah, pretty much. It is. Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right. So my number 10, I wrote it down here, but the consoles you mentioned, I'm gonna mix it up a little bit.
Sure.
So my number 10 is the Nintendo DS.
Yeah.
Phenomenal console. The reason why I love it so much too is that you can play your Game Boy. If you get the Nintendo DS Lite, you can play your Game Boy Advance games on that DS.
I did have that one. Yep.
I
forgot to mention that.
It's a no-brainer. Play DS games and then the Game Boy Advance games on it.
Yeah, it's great.
It's such a good console. Good games on it. Phenomenal everything.
Yeah.
Number 9 for me is the Nintendo 3DS.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a good console that Nintendo did, man.
It is. Yeah. Revolutionary.
It's revolutionary.
And each model they came out with was just they added something special to it. Like it was
special to it. Yeah.
Like something that was worth buying it. Like something that added to your experience.
Yeah. And you can literally play Nintendo DS games on that console.
The console, yeah.
On the 3DS, you know what I mean?
It was.
Yes, it was such a good.
The only other thing, like Nintendo does that all the time, and I love them for it. The only other console I can think of that did something similar was the Wii with GameCube. So
yeah. Yeah, the older models, which I loved, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good thing there too.
Good on them.
What number was I? Eight? Eight? Yes. Thank you. Number 8 for me. I'm gonna mix it up a little bit, but yeah, for me here, I'm gonna say Nintendo Wii, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's such a good. It's a good console. It has somewhat good games on it, or okay, it has the Zeldas and the Mario.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But for backwards compatibility, you can play all your GameCube library on that freaking
yeah. It was
on the thing. I was gonna pick GameCube. I was going to pick GameCube, but I was like, you know what, Nintendo Wii can play GameCube games. So
it's a best of both worlds. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's the best of both worlds. Yeah. But don't get me wrong, Nintendo GameCube is such a phenomenal console, hands down. You know what I mean?
I agree.
So yeah, that's my number 8.
Very nice, very nice.
Number 7 for me, I'm gonna go with Super Nintendo.
Okay.
Yeah, that's mine. So
I like.
Yeah, it's phenomenal.
Solid console.
Solid console. Great games on it. Played hours at my buddies.
Lots of hours.
Yeah, back in the day. Number 6 for me is the Xbox One.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't think you would have many new consoles on the list.
Yeah, it's a good console, man.
Wow.
Microsoft did good. They did good.
This is the new. No, sorry, this is not the new.
No, I would have picked Series X. Yeah. Stupid name. And
yes.
And then I would have picked it, but I don't have it. I don't own it. I'm pretty sure it's a phenomenal console, but
sure,
dude.
Besides the name,
you can play original Xbox games on it. Your 360 games, and obviously your Xbox
One games Xbox library you can play.
Yeah, and then now Xbox Series X, you can play your Xbox One games on that console.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So yeah, that's my number 6. Right?
That's a solid reasoning. I like that actually. That's very nice. Very good.
Microsoft did good. Thank you, by the way. Yeah. And number 5 for me is going to be the PlayStation 5.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I love it. It's a good console.
It is. It's fantastic console.
It's ginormous, but it's
huge.
Yeah. It's a good console. Thank you. I was just say that.
But it does do a lot, and it's fast.
It's fast. It's fast, man. Just like the Xbox Series X. It's quick. It goes like that.
You know what's faster though?
Mm-hmm.
Saying PS5 versus saying Xbox Series X.
Mm-hmm.
So PlayStation 5, in my opinion, is faster because you can actually say the name faster.
Yeah, you can, and it's
But they have the same technology. They're fast consoles.
They're fast consoles, and you can play. Now they have. I have PS4 here. I don't know why I added it.
Okay.
But it's a good phenomenal console too. But now your PS5, you can play your PS4 games on it. You know
exactly.
What I mean? Yeah. Right. So there's no point for me to. I don't know why you put it down, but whatever.
But sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So my number 4. I'm a number 4, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
Hold on. I numbered mine.
Yeah, I know. I didn't number mine. I just put the titles.
I made sure mine were numbered.
No. Okay. Let me see. Yeah. Okay. I'm a number 4. Sorry.
Okay. Go ahead.
That's my turn. My number 4 for me. It's gonna be Nintendo Switch.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a good console, man.
It is. It didn't crack my list, but it's a good console. I agree.
It's a good console. I know I'm going for the newer ones, but it's a phenomenal console.
Yeah. And like I keep saying, Nintendo and revolutionary consoles go hand in hand.
Yeah.
They're always doing something.
Literally.
Yeah.
Literally.
I love my PlayStations and stuff, but PlayStation 1, 2, 3, 4, but Nintendo is like, hey, look at this new shit with the stylus.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, look at this thing you can swing your hand around with. Hey, look at this thing that you can play on your TV and handheld. You know what I mean? And with 2 players, it's so.
Yeah, it's genius.
It is. Yeah, they're really.
You know what I mean? And then mine's like 99%. I have the time in TV mode because I don't like to go out and play games or whatever.
Right, you're not gonna play games out, but yeah.
Yeah, I read to play on I have a monitor here, but I just play on on the TV in 1080p.
Exactly.
Well, the new version coming out soon, so
sure.
Yeah, but great console, phenomenal, great games on it. So yeah, that's my number 4.
That's good.
My number 3 is the NES console. I played the shit out of it as a kid. That was the first console I ever owned.
Yep.
Like, and my dad had a modern one that you play Japanese like games on it.
Yeah.
They had like cartridges, like 76 games in one.
Right. So, yeah. I remember those days. You'd buy them built in. And,
built in. Yeah, and just like literally have fun, play with it, and have a good time. Yeah, phenomenal console. I love that one. Number 2 for me is I was gonna say the PS3.
But you're gonna say
I'm gonna say PS2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So I have a feeling what your number 1 is now, but go ahead.
PS2 is phenomenal console.
It is. It's one of the best. It is one of the
best. Actually, my number 1, it was going to be PS1.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, and like. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's my number 1. Yeah. It made me like when I bought it and I saw it for the first time on TV. I was like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah.
Like the graphics, the revolutionary, and the way it started. It sounded powerful.
Yeah. I know the sound.
You know what I mean? Like every time I put in the game, it just had that sound, and when it loaded, it sounded powerful.
Dude. Yeah,
yeah.
And the graphics, like you mentioned, like before that, like it did such a big leap in
it's 3D. It's 3D graphics.
From graphics before that to PS1, it was a huge.
Man. And it was phenomenal console. Like it's such a good console, man.
Can't go wrong with. PS1, I didn't put it on my list, but that's like a personal thing, obviously.
Yeah, okay, I'll make an honorable mention. I'll put PS3.
Sure, yeah. It doesn't really matter, yeah.
Yeah,
it's
like
what you think is best, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You still enjoy it.
Yeah, it's such a good console.
Good console, yeah.
Yes, Sony did good.
Killed it. Very nice.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, I want to do something very quickly before we go to. We're running this is going to be a longer episode. Holy crap!
Oh, good.
Good one though.
Yeah,
I want to do something really quick, called games you didn't know were expensive as shit. I've been meaning to do this for weeks, and Andrew has a game for us, and we're going to try and do 2 games. Save one. We're going to try and do 1 game every week. So we'll do 1 game every week.
Okay, yeah.
And we'll do this will be a new segment before we wrap up each episode called Games You Didn't Know Were Expensive as Shit. So, Andrew, what game is expensive as shit this week?
There's one game that's actually expensive as shit.
Yes.
And it's on Nintendo GameCube.
So it's a little bit older.
Yep. And it's called Gotcha Force.
Mm-hmm. Now, usually this game would be, at the time, what? $20, $30?
Yeah, $40.
$40.
Yeah.
At that time?
Yeah.
Standard.
Yeah.
So now, resale value.
Yeah. It's $500 Canadian. Yeah.
Same game.
That's Canadian. That's Canadian,
by the way. Yeah,
that's Canadian, yeah.
So
$500.
Yeah, so if you're interested,
for one game. For one game.
Now, do we know why? Like, is it the rarity or just
the reason why is that it wasn't that popular when it came out, so they made limited quantities of it.
So there's not a lot of them.
There's not a lot out there. Yeah. That's why it's expensive.
That makes sense. I mean, it's still kind of ridiculous, but that does make more sense. Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Why the price is so high.
Yeah. That is insane. $500 for one game.
$500.
You can buy a PlayStation 5 for $200 more.
Yep.
Like with the disc and everything.
Mm-hmm.
That's intense. That's intense.
I know. And you know what's funny too? I bought this like 3 weeks ago. 3 wees ago. 3-4 years ago.
Yeah,
years ago. And it was a little cheaper.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, some of these games inflate so much over years that it's crazy.
But it really is. Like, I had it physically in my hand before.
Right.
I was like, you know what? I don't need it. I played it. I beat it. It's like it's a unique concept. You're just a guy that has like these robot toys and they battle in like an arena type of thing. Right. It was good, and it has like hundreds of them, like like those, and you could create your own.
Yeah.
And it's made by Capcom.
Right.
So and then like it's a decent good game. It's good. I liked it.
Expensive.
It's just like holy shit, like $500.
That's crazy. And that's another example, like you were talking earlier, like if it was on this obviously was a GameCube game, but if it was on like a PlayStation 4 or you were able to buy it now for $5 or whatever as a retro game, you don't have to buy it for $500.
Like they should re-release it to tell you the truth.
Sure, yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Well, no, they don't want to. That's
the thing. Yeah, because other companies are re-releasing stuff too. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so.
But that devalues. Like if they were to re-release it now and do it, remake it or whatever, it would devalue. That price would shoot down. Like
absolutely.
Nobody would buy it.
Like I'll give you an example of like maybe in a couple weeks when we do the podcast of another game that was like kind of expensive, but it devalued down afterwards.
See, we can do either or, right? Games that are shooting up in price, shooting down, but we'll do one a week, just a little fun little segment here. But that is this week's edition of Games That Are Expensive as Shit.
Got your force.
Represent. Got your force.
Google it.
Yeah, Google it. It's expensive as shit. So
it is.
All right, it's time for our favorite segment of the show. It's now time for Darius' difficulties and Andrew's annoyances. So, Andrew, as always, you have the choice.
You know what? I'll let you go first.
All right. So I have a very short one this week. It's it's not much to get into, but I hate when fans of a show or a series or a video game, whatever, say it's bad because the story didn't go how they wanted it to go.
Yeah, I know.
It doesn't mean that it's bad.
I know.
You know what I mean? There's people
it's good.
Yeah.
Some of them are good.
People say WandaVision was not a good show because certain characters didn't show up. That's not true. WandaVision was still a very good show. There's people that are mad with Captain America because they thought that maybe Bucky should have got the shield, or they thought that
Captain Falcon.
Yeah. Or they thought that Steve Rogers should have showed up, and because those things didn't happen.
Or Steve Rogers. Captain America showed up.
Because those things didn't happen, they said it was bad. That's not true. It's still a good show. So that is my difficulty this week. Just because you didn't like something doesn't mean it's bad.
No, I totally agree.
So that is my difficulty. Andrew, take it away.
Yeah. So my annoyances this week is that you're at work, right? Mm-hmm. And then it just happened to me last night. And then a crap load of people called in, didn't show up. So usually we have 6 guys in our department. Mm-hmm. We had 3.
Which is half.
Yeah, literally half. Yeah, literally half. 3 guys. And then over there at my work, it was like a ghost town. Like, I understand what is going on right now. Everyone wants to be safe.
Yeah.
You know, they don't want to get sick.
Understandable.
Yep. Understandable.
Yep.
But you need to come to work and pay bills and survive and put food on the table for your loved ones and for yourself. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, and I hate to, like, when your supervisor comes up to you and says, do this, that. You know what again I hear?
Robot?
Yeah. They treat you like a freaking robot.
That's true. Some places, they do.
Yeah, and then you finally realize, like, oh shit, like, he can't do this all by himself. Then he got someone else in another department that had more people to come and help us out. Yeah. So
sometimes it's like if you're missing parts or people.
Yeah. It's very challenging.
You might have to overcompensate a little bit, but it's like you can't fill in all the gaps. You need help sometimes.
Yeah, you need help. Yeah, and then after they force you to do like 3 other things that you're busy to do, like your particular, you know,
your original job,
your original job.
Tasks.
Yeah, tasks. Yeah,
I've worked a job like that before.
And it annoys you too, no?
Oh yeah. I've had a job in the past that was very much like that, and then they talk to you like robots, and it's like, listen, man, like I'll do it, but just talk to me like a human being.
Yeah, talk to me like a human being. It's like, please, can you help me with this? You know what I mean?
C-3PO is my boss.
Yeah,
like I said, like I had a job in the past that was very similar. They like sometimes you have to overcompensate. It's like, listen, dude, just ask me for help, and we'll work on it together and whatever, and
that's it.
We'll get the shit done, man. Like,
get the
no
shit
problem.
done.
Just talk to each other like humans, and understand that this is an unfortunate circumstance, and right now times what times we're living in right now, like, dude, like, people, you gotta be understanding, right? So,
yeah, you don't talk to people like that because they're still like
everyone's going through some shit.
Yeah, everybody's going through stuff for that right now. You know,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's actually crazy.
Yeah. So that's my noise this week.
Yep, that's a good one. Yep,
Thank you.
I think a lot of people can relate to that in either past jobs or past situations, whatever it may be. Definitely. Just talk to people, man. Just talk to people with respect and understanding.
Like human beings, not robots.
Yeah, I agree. Especially in times like this. Let's all be kind to each other, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
So
that's all it is.
Yep, but I think that's it for this episode. This was a good one. A lot of good discussion. We'll be back next week with the same old stuff. Talking about we'll probably do a movie review, not sure which one, but we'll discuss.
Maybe we'll do two.
Maybe we'll do two. Who knows? We'll spice it up a little bit. We don't have a show to talk about next week besides Mighty Ducks, so we'll have some time to talk about. To do some movie reviews and whatnot. So awesome. As always, you can find us on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, every Monday night at 5 p.m. You can find us on social media. As always, check out our Instagram, doing some cool stuff over there. Everyone stay safe, stay healthy, take care of each other. Ask a friend how they're doing. Ask a cousin, a loved one how they're doing. Just reach out. Doesn't matter. Stay safe and healthy, everyone. And Andrew?
Yeah. Well, Darius says stay safe, healthy. Reach out, and for the love of God, please be kind to each other.
Yes.
Please be have humanity again.
Compassion.
Compassion. Yeah. Show good to one another, because at the end of the day, if you show good to other people, they'll show good to you.
You'll receive it back.
They receive it back. It's called karma.
Yeah.
You show good karma, you get good karma.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
100%. I do. I agree with that. So let's all be kind to one another, and hopefully we'll get through this thing soon.
And hopefully everything go back to normal.
Yep.
And then we'll fight off, and we'll just.
We'll be back in theaters to watch Spider-Man. No Way Home.
Yeah, Spider-Man.
December.
December. That's it. Yeah. So everyone, just take care of yourself and have a good day. And to the words of Kirby, peace out.